Yeah, that looks good. I think we're in the green now. No, wait.
Okay.
Wait, just went yellow again. No, it's hanging in there. Alright, I'll keep an eye on it. Alright, carry on. Where were we?
Oh, is it back? Okay.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay. If we're back, we're good to go. So where were we? Yes. After that, we were. Oh, you guys were discussing the note.
Yeah.
So, the note as reads
But
is
it doesn't have any other clues as to,
right. It just simply reads: "Read and obey. Safe house compromised.
Yeah, so
Guardian
that space,
slayed."
the catacomb underneath the tree was their safe house? Well, it was one of them. It didn't say, our only safe house was compromised. No,
Right.
that. So for all we know, there could be, caches of them here or there all over the city.
Yeah, and it could keep in bliss be those flowers that make you kind of chill.
We're
they
dropping
be
we're dropping big frames again.
Really?
Yeah.
Might have to just let it go. See what
I mean,
Except we're losing like 12% of our frames, and the bit rate is all over the place.
that's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Is there a way to lower the bitrate?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, just lower the bitrate.
It's weird because like your ping is perfect, so it's got to be on Twitch's end.
Yeah, it's definitely Twitch's end.
Too many people showing off their cyber junk and cyberpunk.
Yep.
All the cyberpunk streamers breaking Twitch with their dongs.
The dongs are too big.
Too many dongs.
You know that's not how that game works, right? I'm just...
Yes, I know.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I've got 70 hours of playing the game, I know.
It has stopped dropping frames, so I'm tempted to let it go.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully it's not as important here, but...
I mean, this isn't exactly like...
If it really gets bad, though, just let us know, guys, because...
Yeah.
It might be on Twitch's end at this point, because we did switch, so...
All right.
But anyways, yes, so just to kind of reiterate for anyone who missed
I did
it...
drop our bitrate, so that should help, but our picture might not be as pretty.
Ah, well, it's fine. It's not a lot to look at anyways.
Yowza. I think we're three good-looking dudes. Thank you very much.
Oh, I was talking about the game itself, but okay.
It looks good.
I haven't played it yet, but I feel like my character wouldn't have that issue, Bloodwolf. Really? Would you play a lady like I'm going to?
Ooh.
Yeah.
My first game was as a dude with no genitals.
Yeah.
Smooth,
No pants either.
Smooth. This is a pair of eggs just down there.
Just a Ken doll. Just a living
yep,
Ken doll.
just nothing. Nothing. It's fantastic. As in every other game, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I usually go with woman first, but my gut instinct this time was to try and put myself in the game, so I tried to make a character like me, and swiftly realized that, you can't make a chubs in Cyberpunk. You're not allowed to be even a tiny bit overweight, which I personally find kind of disturbing. And there's plenty of overweight people in that game, so why not? I have no idea. And Scorch asks, Aaron, you don't have a penis. I mean, I do, but I might as well not have it. It doesn't really serve any purpose, so, it's not a big deal. Anyway, sorry, we got completely sidetracked there, but it was a good test of making sure our stream was stable, and it is. We have not dropped any frames since I dropped the bitrate, so I think we're good to go. Let's carry on. So the note doesn't really have any concrete details as to where else they might be. There's nothing indicating where else to look for the moment, but I think we need to follow that tree somehow.
Yeah. I think we should. I think the plants in the center are related as well, so maybe we should check into that too. Maybe we should check on our gal pal at the florist.
Well, that's definitely interesting.
I was focused so much on the on the note that I didn't pick up any of our brother's story here. So you would know better than I what leads we should look into.
Well, the kidnappers didn't do anything other than ask him some questions. They didn't torture him or anything like that, or at least not that he remembers. And they didn't steal anything or ask for any sort of ransom.
Did he beat himself up?
No, they still beat him up. They just didn't torture him. It was like basic, like, you know, primitive.
It was a loving punch to the face.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it was like a primitive interrogation, basically. Like, they're just kind of, you know, we'll keep hitting you until you say something. But he did mention that after about a day, they just stopped altogether. Like, they stopped asking him questions. They either knew they weren't going to get anything out of him, or they got their answers elsewhere.
Yeah. So, and I mean, so they're probably well funded. They're fairly well organized, and that's about all we got. And now we have the note that you transcribed, which tells us that they.
I mean, here's the good news about that whole incident. If we didn't go over there, they were going to come over here.
Oh yeah,
and
100%.
They would have dictated exactly how that would have come out.
Right.
So we could have wound up like 2 on 9, you know, all of them at once. So
yeah. That being said, Ark, maybe we should. I mean, the main issue that I'm concerned with is they very, very clearly know where we live.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. So I mean, some sort of security system here other than a wooden door may not be a bad idea. Like, I would love to set up just a simple string across the bottom of the door kind of thing to make sure that if someone's been in here, I want to know.
Or there's an idea. We could get our own safe house.
Not a bad idea
Another
either.
location to be, so that they will have a harder time tracking us down.
We could live at the library. where the ghosts give us books when we can't read.
Listen. If the people looking for us have the same success as we do, they'll never find us. They'll never find us there.
Yeah. No, that's not a terrible idea. I mean, I like this place and all, but I don't know.
Doesn't really have any tactical advantages.
Well, I mean, we're on a high rise. We have a fire escape, so I mean, there's one in and one out. But that means that's also a pinch point for the enemy. I mean, if I'm going to fight 10 people, I want them to be coming through one doorway. You know, as opposed to like being in the center of a warehouse and being attacked by that many people.
What do you think, Eugene? You got any ideas?
I could, in thanks of my rescue, I could look around, see if maybe I can find you a place a bit more discreet, perhaps.
Yeah. No, I do have my own place down by the docks.
You think being anywhere near water is a good idea?
Yeah.
Have you read Cthulhu fiction at all, by any chance?
Yes, but as a sailor, I actually don't feel terribly bad. I honestly, the very best possible tactical way would be to be on a houseboat.
Scorch says we need to Home Alone this place.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, we can Home Alone the place.
All right, I'll get the paint buckets. You get the rope.
All right, I'll set up some nails in some really uncomfortable places.
All right. I mean, like I said, I just want to know if somebody's physically been into our area, you know.
Yeah, like a string across the thing, or a toothpick on, like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You stick a toothpick in the door frame, and then when they open the door, the toothpick will fall. They don't notice it, and we know someone's been in here, kind of thing. You know, just that kind of thing. Because I mean, like I said, they know where we live, and that makes me really uncomfortable now. And they also have access to explosives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if they
what's to prevent them from just taking the whole building down?
Yeah, and that's a good question.
I'm just being reasonable.
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
I think our best option here is to relocate.
Okay. All right, let's do some
Until
research on
such
that.
time as the original owner of this apartment returns. And
Yeah, let
then
him deal with bombs.
he can. Well, no, I'm just saying he can help us decide what the next step should be with this place.
Well, he's probably not coming back from Cairo because he's being eaten by a mummy right now. But
I did
he's a
not
nice guy.
realize that was on the itinerary.
I'm sure it wasn't, but I'm sure it's happening because that's how Cthulhu, Egypt works.
You are always an optimist, Obadiah, and I enjoy that about you.
I'm just a realist. But yes, I agree. Let's put our figures together and see what we can do.
All right.
For the right amount of money, you can live somewhere and no one else knows that you're there. So, much like my apartment is above a speakeasy that is definitely not a bootleg bar.
Yep, 100% not.
And I definitely do not live upstairs in the loft because it is not cited for occupancy. So
100%.
I do need to go back there at some point because I do have some effects there. I when I first moved here to America, I actually pawned my sniper rifle. I might go to the pawn shop and see if that's still available because it's becoming very clear that we might need some firepower.
Well, okay then.
I'll let the dungeon master decide if it's still there or not.
I mean, if we get to it, we'll get to it.
All
Depends on when you get to it, I guess.
That's fair. Maybe I should get there sooner than later.
Yeah. How long have you been in Manhattan so far?
What year is it?
1921.
21. Yeah, it's probably been a while at least, because I mean the war. Oh God, what year did the war end?
1918.
1918. Okay, yeah, so it's been a couple of years then. So it's probably long gone. Or no one's bought it because it's probably illegal to. I don't know what the gun laws were in the 20s.
I mean, we can roll for it, but that long ago, it's gonna require. I'm gonna just have you do like.
I'm
I
in.
don't know. Let's see. What skill would be tied to a passage of time?
That's a good question.
Actually, where's your luck points? Where are they right now?
I got 55 luck points.
55 luck points. Let's see here.
55 luck.
So if you got 55 luck and I need you a fifth value, you need to roll an 11 or lower.
Well, I'm pretty good at rolling crappy, so. All right.
Except crappy in this case means it's insanely high, so.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I mean, if you wanted to spend the luck points, but I mean that's to get a sniper rifle back. I mean,
I was gonna say if you spend the luck points, I think it drops to 10. So
you would have to spend 5 luck points to get it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
How easy is it to get luck back? I guess is the better question. I don't want to use up all my lady luck on a gun.
that is a thing we'll have to get back to. I assume it's not that easy to get back, but I want to say it is replenishable.
Okay. We'll tell you what. We'll set this aside
like if you get some horrifically bad luck in game, and you can't use luck to, but you survive it, then you might be able to get luck points from that. Like the universe owes you one.
Right. I have done one karma, please. I would like the luck.
Yeah. Bloodwolf 58 said 1920s you could legally own a Tommy gun or anything at that point.
Yes.
So you could probably get a replacement rifle pretty easy. I don't know if it would be military grade.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting like my M1903 back. That would have been probably what I would have been trained on. So, and I have a proclivity for rifle combat points.
HH Empire said laws, 20s, New York. Ah!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's true. We could just go down to the local Sears Hardware and buy a Tommy gun. So I mean, that's
Yeah, what really are you losing at this point?
yeah.
You might not get the exact rifle back, but you would get a similar enough one that would definitely be left over from the war.
Yeah. Well, I would want a rifle, not a machine gun. I mean, everyone wants a machine gun, but I'm better at accuracy than, just spray and pray.
Yeah. 1920 guns were definitely spray and pray.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you. What you guys want to do? You have that.
I guess the better question is, do I have money for it?
Let's see. What kind of rifle was it again?
Well, it'd be an M1903.
And you're slightly better chances of having money for it than I do.
Yeah.
My credit rating is shite.
Yeah. I have a military pension, but it's not much.
A Tommy gun in 1920 would be about $200 just for future reference.
Yes. Yes, that is correct.
Dear God.
Yep.
That's about right.
My wallet is cringing at that in today's money.
Yeah.
So it's free if you wait until the shop closes.
That's right.
You're not wrong.
We could use your gun to get more guns.
Yeah, that always ends well.
Yeah.
Trying to find.
I ain't out to commit murder against an innocent soul.
No, I agree. We're here to save lives, not.
I'll murder an assload of cultists all day long, but an innocent soul, like just a shop owner, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess if we're gonna be on a high rise.
Yeah. Bloodwolf said, "Wait, you have an M1903? Aren't you British?" No, he's Canadian.
No, he's Canadian.
I'm actually Canadian. I'm sorry. I'm from Nova Scotia.
He's Nova Scotian.
Hey, Blood, do me a favor. What is the variant of an M1903? What would be the closest thing to that rifle?
He doesn't have to know you aren't going to kill him. I guess that's true.
That's right.
But
from the same time period, though, Blood. Not we're not going into WW2 here.
Like a Mas Nagant or something like that.
Someone close to that, yeah, because the book doesn't have like the closest to it in caliber, I should say.
Oh well,
it would still be a sniper rifle.
It's a
rifle,
right?
Is it a lever action?
Yes.
Okay. There's a 30.
No, I'm sorry. No, it's magazine fed. I'm sorry.
Magazine fed?
Yeah, it's magazine fed.
Semi-auto sniper rifle in 1918?
A 30 caliber. So
yeah,
if it is a 30 caliber, there's a 30 caliber bolt action rifle.
Yeah, that's it. That'd probably be it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it doesn't. Thank you, Blood. See, I've got friends that know shit.
Unlike us.
Yeah. But yeah, so a 30 caliber.
I'm sorry, I don't know about how much it costs.
Yeah, 30 caliber bolt action, 110 yard range, 5 bullets in the mag.
Yeah.
It would range at $75 in the 1920s.
That's glorious.
Oh yeah, I think you can afford that.
175 in modern though. Keep that in mind.
Wait, what? $175 today for that rifle?
No, not for that rifle. For a 30 caliber today.
For a 30 caliber day is 175.
Yeah.
For that rifle, if you were to look for this specific rifle today, just on vintage alone, it would be like in the thousands.
Yeah, well, yeah. But that's what I mean. It's like that's insane to me.
Well, I'll tell you what. In that case, as long as I can afford it, I should go to the pawn shop and spend the luck and buy my gun back because I'm going to need it.
Okay.
That's 5 points of luck, though. That's a lot.
I want to say you can get luck back, though. I want to say you can, because you can get back most everything, including sanity. It's a term of how. because sanity is very hard to get back, but you can get it back.
Right. I believe you join the cult. I think that's how you get the sanity back.
You just stop caring.
No. Meditation.
Right. Boom. It's 10.
Calm your mind.
I think it's like meditate. You can either do like meditation and like self-medication over the course of months, or you can go to an asylum over the course of weeks.
Nice.
But there's a chance that
Wait
you
a
relapse
minute.
and just
Wait
get
a minute.
worse.
Since when do asylums actually make people more sane?
It's a roll. Literally, you either come out better or you come out worse.
Nice. Oh, the hell with that!
But it's less time. That's the thing.
I'll take the medication and meditation instead. I'll see you in a few months. Best of luck. I'll be back in a few months.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's put it this way: if you go insane, if you actually go insane, you lose control of your character. You're essentially dead. You can't play the character anymore. You're done. Mm-hmm. You can either then choose to either over the course of months to up to years, kind of get back to your normal self, stuff like that. So your character's out for like an entire year in game, which can be hundreds of sessions. Or if you want to speed the process, you can go to an asylum and make a roll and maybe come back. Maybe.
Interesting.
I got a crazy idea. How about we just don't go insane? Is that can we go that route?
No, it's fine, Ark. It's fine. We'll do it your way. We won't go insane.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Good plan.
10 sessions later.
Right.
But yeah, I'll get back to you on how luck points you get those back, because I'm having a hell of a time finding anything in this book today.
That's all right. Let's move on with it.
All right. So moving on from that.
Yeah. Spend all my money, and I'm gonna spend my luck, and we're gonna do it up.
Okay. So spending your money and doing all that stuff like that, you are left with options here. You have the note to go on. It does, again, I'm going to reiterate for anyone who's either just joining us or didn't hear it in its entirety. The note says, read and obey. Safe house compromised. Guardian slayed. Ritual burn. Empty safe house. Retrieve guardian. Capture intruders. Remain in bliss.
So is it commanding them to burn the ritual, or are they saying that the ritual was burned as in they burned our goddamn tree down?
It says ritual burn. So it seems to fill in information. So based on what you're reading, it fills in, like, say it goes safe house compromised, guardian slayed, ritual burn. It seems to be stating what has happened.
Right.
And then the next three statements are simply what to do, and then there's a final statement. So it seems to go introduction, statements of what happened, statements of what to do, and then
remain in bliss is like amen for Christians. Right. Is their,
I feel like
their religious statement. Go in peace, brother. Remain in bliss.
This cipher needs commas and periods. God damn it!
I don't think the language has commas and periods.
If I keep doing enough of these, I'll be able to sight read them eventually.
Fantastic. Well, what do you?
So wait a minute. We didn't burn any rituals. Is ritual? Are they referring to the tree?
That's what I'm saying. I think they're talking about the tree because that's what happened.
Then the guardian would have to be the ghoul that we killed.
Yes.
Because we didn't slay anything else.
Yeah, I would agree.
So if they're retrieving the guardian, and the guardian was in the possession of the NYPD, was it not?
Yeah,
it was in possession of the cops, and then it was brought to the morgue. And then you got the morgue report the next day.
Right.
That it turned out to be some sort of ape.
We need to find out where that body's gone.
Yeah. Maybe they swapped it with an ape. Like from the zoo. So maybe they broke into the zoo, mutilated an ape, and then, dropped it off and swapped it with their ghoul.
They did mention that the zoo did not have apes, any missing apes, though.
What about a circus?
No one mentioned anything about circus, but you know.
I know that's okay. I'm thinking outside the box here.
Well, no, I'm not saying that in regards of saying that you're wrong. I'm saying that no one mentioned it, so there's no information to go off beyond maybe.
Right. Maybe we should check into that. That's a good point. We need to think outside the box. Ark, let's go check into that body situation.
Right.
To the Obadiah mobile.
Eugene Robinson will, he'll hang out here. He'll keep an eye on the place for you.
There you go. Yeah, Eugene.
He's not worse for wear, but he is very much tired from 2 days of no eating or drinking anything. So,
all right.
Well, we make sure he's got plenty of food and drink and.
Yeah. Should we come up with a secret knock or something? Because we don't know if these guys are able to resurrect non-living things.
Then our apartment is not exactly a safe place for him. We need to get him somewhere safe first thing.
What's the password? I'm not a cultist.
Yeah, that's they would never think of that.
I say first order of business is get Eugene to safety. Then we check into the body.
Okay. Yeah. Are you going to bring him?
If they know
at the office, or bring him somewhere?
If they know where we live, then he is not safe in our office. So we need to take him back to his uncle, I think.
Okay. So let me go.
Right. We'll drop him
here. Oh, you're just gonna drop him off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll just take him out there so that way he's not sitting there.
Yeah, and I'll stuff a business card in the door on the way out. That way, if it's laying on the floor, we know somebody was in our building.
All right, you shove the electric company's business card.
Yeah.
In there that you grabbed.
Yeah.
There's a call back for you. Remember when you went to the electric company?
Yeah. Hey, that's all right. That was cool.
Yeah. But all right. So, and where are you heading next?
That's a damn good question. Should we go visit the police and talk to the coroner?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna head to the police station.
So, the police station? Well, the police station won't have the morgue itself in it. The morgue will be separate.
Probably at the hospital, right?
No, it's just a separate facility altogether.
Okay.
All the same, it wouldn't hurt to get permission to talk to the coroner from the police captain person.
Yeah, we can check in with the chief. We did leave him with a pile of dead bodies in an apartment.
That's not what I wanted.
So
go back.
Probably be nice to visit him. Should we bring him some flowers or something? Bring him a breakfast bagel or something from Tim Hortons?
Does Tim Hortons exist yet? I don't know what I don't think it is. If it does, I think it's still in Canada.
Yeah. We just bring a bag of donuts and find out that in the 20s, police hated donuts.
That's right. What are you
what
trying
happened?
to do? Yeah.
What happened? What changed?
Donuts had
ramming speed.
Oh God! There's a giant gorilla outside my door.
Ah!
Oh, that's right. I forgot they all have shotguns.
Yeah, we're all gonna die.
The NYPD don't fuck around.
Well, listen here. See, mine's 3-dimensional.
Mine's 3-dimensional.
I think mine's gonna do a little bit more damage.
And I'm 16 feet tall.
Wait, close the door behind you. Don't be rude. I got it.
All right. He goes, yes, you boys again. Here to speak with the chief?
Yeah. We just want to see how you guys made out at the scene in question.
Gotcha. Go right ahead into his office over there. I'll point over to those 2 doors there.
Ramming speed. Chieftain? Chief.
Oh, boys. Good to see ya. So, how's the, oh God. How's your little, investigation going?
Well,
it's gotten much bigger.
Every answer we seem to acquire splits into multiple questions.
Isn't that the way? So,
I'm quite glad you do this for a living and not I.
I wouldn't wish this upon anyone. Anyways, what brings you to my my PD?
Well, we were interested in learning a little bit about the individuals that we left behind. Were you able to identify any of them? Past criminal records or?
Yes. So, he says, I forgot to add the, here, I'll add the cultist dudes in there now. But, he goes, outside of,
And there's this loiterer. Two cultists, a drunkard, and a loiterer. I like it. And they don't even get
Vengeance
toilets.
is
How
mine.
dehumanizing.
But, oh, I didn't have time to put toilets and shit in there. All right.
Well, I mean, toilets is one thing, but you don't need to add shit. Like, Jesus.
I mean,
Well, toilets would have gotten the point across.
I mean, I'd put shit in the drunkards thing. That makes sense, wouldn't it? Anyways. And he goes, back to topic. He goes, so all I can gain off of these two boys that were still living in that building. Good work, by the way, though not quite as clean as I would have hoped.
Sorry, had to improvise.
I can quite assure you that it was absolutely in self-defense.
Yeah, they had bombs in the walls, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw that. As soon as we saw that, I kind of wrote it off as just local terrorism.
Yeah. It's just a local terrorism.
Just a local terrorism in the 1920s. That happens a lot, right?
Nothing we haven't seen before.
Look. When you have to deal, one side you have to deal with the mafia, on the other side you have to deal with all these other wannabe gang bangers. And
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I hear you.
So what I can gather is these boys were just conscripts, I guess is the best way of calling them.
Right. Generic mercenary archetype.
They were down on their luck. Someone offered them money, power, place to stay, whatever, and they took it. Outside of that, they weren't really given much information. Whoever their leaders were, or whoever their leader was, definitely did not keep them on the up and up. Just basic orders: stand here, watch that doorway, say this, do that. Just simple things. Never more than a couple commands at a time.
Yeah.
Nothing more than what they needed to know.
Yeah. We're under the impression that whoever's organizing this is quite clever and keeping people everything's need to know. That way, nobody can put all the puzzle pieces together. So
he mentioned he had a hostage. Did you find that man?
Yes. That is actually what brought us there to begin with. It was we were looking for a friend, and we managed to find him. No worse for wear, a bit of light damage, but he's doing all right.
There you go. Well, good to hear it. Who was that hostage, by the way? Was it was our missing persons?
Yes. So he is no longer. You can scratch him off the to-do list.
Man, that's the first time I've been able to do that in a long time.
Yeah. We were very fortunate to find him alive
and unharmed for the most part.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear it.
What about the coroner? Has he had a chance to identify any of the non-living suspects?
Yeah, most of them. Just again, random bums, people down on their luck, wannabe mercs.
Gotcha. There was one in particular that was.
Yeah, we spoke to him briefly before he passed on. And he seemed very interested in that creature that we defended ourselves against. The other night in the cathedral yard.
Yes.
Yeah.
They seemed very interested in getting that thing back.
Really?
Yeah. So I was hoping we might be able to have a word with the coroner who looked at that in the first place.
Well, the body was brought over to a local morgue. Nothing fancy. Basically, they had them look over the body and you already saw the report.
Yeah.
Being a great ape and all that. It's interesting that they wanted him back. Maybe it was a pet of theirs that got loose or something.
Could have been. We're not sure. But we think it could turn something up if maybe the coroner found something and it just didn't make it into the report, or maybe they actually went and tried to get the body itself. We don't know. So we wanted to have a word with that gentleman, and we thought we would check with you and make sure that was okay.
Yeah. I don't see why not. If you think it'll help with what's going on here. Hey, look, listen. I know technically vigilantism isn't exactly, looked happily upon in most professional and political, perspectives.
I completely understand, sir.
But but after what you pulled off, I'm kind of interested in seeing what else you guys are capable of. So, as long as you guys keep doing, your best and keeping your nose clean out there, maybe we'll help each other out from time to time.
I think that's a great arrangement. I think we both benefit from that quite a bit.
I can completely get behind that, Chief Willix.
There are some things that my boys have their hands tied for and can't really do anything for. But you guys, you're not tied to anybody, not tied to any sort of corporation or military force or anything like that.
Or mafia or gangs or none of it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well,
yeah, we're about as independent as it gets.
Well, if that's the case, if you're willing to put in the work, we're willing to definitely compensate you for your efforts whenever you need it, whether it be money or resource or information.
Yeah.
I can let one or two things slip.
Mighty kind of you, Chief Willix. Mighty kind.
Yes, very much.
If you're keeping the streets safe, that's all I care for.
And not making them worse.
I agree. Yeah.
No, you're not.
Trying not to make them worse. Definitely trying to get terrorists out of the local neighborhood. My God.
Yeah. No, I understand that completely.
All right.
Well, gentlemen, if there's anything else,
we're gonna go speak with the coroner then.
Yep. Thank you for your time, sir. Much obliged.
Thank you. Be safe out there.
You too. Thank you for once again not killing us or revealing that you're cultist.
Give it time. He is definitely guilty. He is definitely guilty.
Yep. He's gonna Chief Irons the shit out of us.
Yeah. Augie's like, why are they so suspicious of Chief Willix?
No, it's great.
Deliberately going out of my way to make him a good guy, goddammit.
Look, and literally everything we do, I make sure that every person, every character, anyone you meet, I am deliberately making sure they are all as suspicious about something as possible, even if they're not, because that's the whole point of the game, is to be paranoid about everything.
Exactly. I've been burned before, okay? No, I'm not letting another Chief Irons thing go by. This guy really loves artwork and puzzles.
Especially of girls burning. Like, what the hell is that all about? And I love that Resident Evil 2 is your point of reference for for bad police chiefs.
Is he wrong?
That always stuck with me. That game really influenced me a lot.
Are you kidding me? Oh my God.
I love that game. I absolutely adored that game.
Where'd my NPC pad go? Oh, there it is.
Those monsters from Umbrella have destroyed my beautiful town.
Oh my God.
I got to overact the hell out of that scene in a podcast with a horror.
Oh, that's awesome.
A horror actress.
That's so cool.
Who was playing Claire.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It was so much fun.
It was so over the top and horror movie-ish. I'm a big horror movie fan.
God. So and you know what? He was one of the things I was most worried about with the remake, and they kept him creepy as hell.
Right.
He's not the same. He's not like over the top and goofy, but
right.
The remade Chief Irons is just as creep sauce.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, but you're not gonna fit through the door. You get much bigger.
Fee fi fo fum. All right. Is this dude straight up examining a skull?
Maybe.
Okay. Oh, thanks for getting the door.
You're welcome.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, good day, sir. I see you're getting some head.
You do. I would normally laugh at that joke, but I was very quickly reminded that we're in the middle of a morgue.
You complete child.
Oh, God.
Someone clip that.
Should not. I cannot believe.
I love how innocent he is.
God damn it.
He's holding a skull.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay.
Oh, that was precious.
Oh, God. I'm immediately lightheaded. Anyways. So, Chief Willix called ahead. I presume you are the two that were coming in to ask some questions and maybe look around?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, please do.
Hello.
Yeah, good day, sir.
Just in the middle of examining this poor beheaded fool here. I would normally laugh at that joke. Don't pity him too much. But I was very quickly reminded that we're in the middle of a morgue.
My wallet, is it?
And his wife finally got the best of him. But please look around. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. I will gladly do what I can while I'm working here.
Well, I didn't really come to poke and prod no bodies. That's none of my business. We're here to ask just a couple of questions about your recent findings with the good day, individuals. Sir. I see you're getting some that we've run across, and specifically the one from the cemetery.
You do? Ah, yes. Which I would normally laugh at that joke. The individuals that came in recently, or very quickly reminded that we're in the middle of a morgue from the cemetery.
I'd like to discuss that because it was very strange to find something like that in this area for more than reasons.
Yes, and he'll kind of like walk over. He
Yeah.
goes, I have not relinquished its body to the zoo just quite yet. Of course, because they want it for study purposes and possibly even have its skeleton up as a display.
Can I just say how amazing it is that you got an actual template of core?
Oh no! Every single one of these things.
You put these up here?
Are individual. I had to put them up myself.
Did you shrink doors?
Yeah. I squished doors.
That's brilliant. Oh, I love it. Making these maps is almost as much fun as playing in them. I mean, this is beautiful. I love this.
100%. Yeah, I had to meticulously put these up here.
they are a pain in the ass, but once you get it right, you're like, mwah, yes,
exactly what I wanted, basically. So he'll open up one of the doors and pull out the, how like those tray things essentially that they have the bodies on and they roll out. He'll pull out and you see the body, and immediately it doesn't look.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
anything like the thing you fought that night.
I would like to just kind of make a look over at Ark, but I don't want to say anything that isn't what we found.
I'm gonna imperceptibly nod, just like a little bit.
Gotcha.
That is very interesting. And this particular creature, what was the actual cause of death?
This one here, it appears to have received looks like wounds, possibly The entry wounds looked almost similar enough to large stab wounds.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's very interesting.
yes, it appears to appear in both the chest close to the heart and another one in its lower abdomen.
Yes, I do seem to remember repeatedly stabbing it, didn't I, Ark?
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yes.
Yes, this
While they're
It must-
talking, I'm just gonna kind of unobtrusively look around the room for any signs, no matter how small, of a break-in.
okay.
Check like windows, even if they're high up. Check doors, for signs of damage, things like that.
There are
just kind of walk around whistling with my hands behind my back.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead and do that. They're not featured here, but there are high windows, like this kind of like the narrow ones, the long narrow ones, but they can be opened, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Mainly so that way there's no eyes like looking into the morgue.
Right.
So they're up high, and then
Gotcha.
but yeah, while you're doing that, you can, if you like, to do a what kind of investigation roll would that be? I want to say it's like a spot hidden, maybe.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I would say so.
Thank God it's the one I just improved, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I only got 30.
That's fine.
Well, this is more or less to see like how much you spot. Otherwise, if you look around meticulously enough, you would see this. But this will allow more information to be brought.
Yeah.
Obadiah.
While he's rolling here.
It was almost 11, and then it turned over to a 7.
Ah!
I mean, that's a hell of a... Oh, that was 71, you mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, what? It turned to a 7? I'm like, that's still a major success, but... Oh.
No. It wasn't 11, and it turned into a 71.
Okay.
Anyway.
I will let you know what you spotted here in a second. Go ahead, Obadiah.
David, do tell me, are you the only individual that works at this place? I'm like clearly like moved over, and I'm like, telling me about this corpse over here. I'm clearly distracting him, but just by asking him some simple questions.
He goes, oh, yes. I have worked here for a number of years. I've seen all kinds. I've seen just about every possible wound and, decapitation that you could possibly think of.
Ew. Can I try again
yes.
while he's distracting him?
Yeah, go for it.
Come on, Damien. Ah! 58.
Right. I will allow one more try, and then that's it for you.
All right.
And he goes, this one here, like, oh man, stabbed this creature. I had to get close. It must have been terrifying seeing this thing come at you in the dark.
Yes. Gorillas especially, unexpectedly fierce.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine. That's what the keeper that came in. The keeper that came in mentioned how powerful they can be. I'm surprised you got the best of it.
I forgot to take off my blindfold today. I'm gonna kind of weasel in front of Obadiah and kind of take over.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sweet talk him. In fact, I'll use my fast talk ability if I can.
Yeah.
Just kind of convince him that I got this real big, burning, inquisitive desire about, what it's like to be a coroner and everything that's involved. So I'm like, I'm genuinely enthused, and physically put myself between him and Obadiah in the same way he did for me to just kind of keep him distracted.
Okay. You do have his full attention because he was willing to work along.
Well, I'm gonna try and make a fast talk check just to try and get one success.
Oh yeah. I was gonna suggest doing it either way.
Even though this is the least likely to improve. Holy shit!
Why do you save your amazing stuff for that?
I know! I have an 80 in fast talk! I could have fast talked him in my sleep! And I roll a 2 for that. Screw you, dice. God damn it.
Well, go ahead and check my
knows.
Yeah,
you now know.
Yeah, Obadiah, take your time, because I'm going to have his attention for weeks.
Oh yeah, you have his full undivided attention, and go ahead and check mark that skill
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
not likely to
done.
improve it, but I mean, good lord.
That's
I
right,
mean,
that
if you could, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But yes, he is completely engrossed in telling you everything you want to know in that regard. He gets into even the more minute details, things that you wouldn't hear about normally, kind of thing. So
Alright.
Obi,
things
look around.
things you wouldn't learn in a college or learning setting.
Right. Make sure that all of our friends are here. Ark. You know, all of the friends that didn't, make it to the jail cells. Let's make sure all of them are accounted for, because that one dude was not just a peon, and I'm wondering if he's also here. I'd be most interested in that gentleman.
Yeah.
But anyway, I will do a little searching around. Oh my god, I got 66. I have failed.
You have failed. Well, I will give you 3 chances, just like I did with.
Okay. And you've got a slightly better shot at it than I do. You have a 35. I only had a 30. You can get that. You can get that. 2 points of luck if you're willing to spend it.
Yeah, heck with it. We'll figure out how luck works later.
We'll figure out how luck works later. Don't worry about it.
All right, so that's a success.
All right.
Huzzah. Yeah, why don't you show me the bodies that you have currently, and tell me all about your procedure when dealing with each of them, because I'm really fascinated by this.
Oh yes, I've got two on the table.
The HH Empire says Aaron starts rapping Informer by Snow. Not quite that fast talk, but yes.
He goes, I got 2 on the table here, and the rest of them are currently in the lockers. Obadiah, you notice a number of things with that roll. You will, for just a standard success, you will notice that on one of the windows, there appears to be a looks like some sort of viscous material, kind of like on the bottom of the, like where the frame of the window is, but just like where the window would open up, looks like there's like a viscous material that looks a little dragged towards in its direction. Looks like a dragged outside.
Okay.
Another thing you notice too is that there is a piece of paper kind of sticking out from one of those file cabinets in front of you.
Well, I mean, assuming that these things aren't the rickety, squeaky type, I should probably slide open. Whoa.
Silent One. Gifting tier 1 sub to HH Empire.
Yeah. She is generous.
That's very cool. CJ, in case I haven't said it lately, you married well.
Oh, I know. I did very well for myself.
But
yeah, so you can go ahead and
that
don't
emote.
Don't brag.
That emote, like what?
2020 stacking.
Oh my!
He just looks horrified.
But yeah, you're able to open up the cabinet there, and you see that it is looks like a cabinet full of papers that are organized alphabetically, but one of the pieces of paper from one of the I think it was from the P section appears to be sticking out a little bit more. It looks a little disorganized.
Right, like someone recently touched.
Like it was recently touched or touched, taken out, put in, whatever, in a very hasted fashion.
Gotcha. I mean, N is close to P. I wonder if they took the not occultist folder. Just gonna take this folder here.
The not occultist folder. Yes, that one.
I was going to say N
better check C
but
for
then
the
I thought you were
folder.
gonna make the joke. I struggled with the letter because I was gonna say N, but then I'm like, oh, he's gonna make the connection, so I'll change it.
C is for cultist.
N is for not cultist. P is for possibly a cultist.
Oh my god.
M is for might be a cultist.
This whole file cabinet's cultist suspects.
This whole section is about cultists.
All right. Well, can I pull out the folder and open it up and see what is in the folder?
Gotcha. So you open up the folder, and there is a number of missing documentation, including any like photographic evidence or illustration.
Right.
But the only thing left in it is the coroner report of the wound or the cause of death, which is gunshot.
Okay.
And that's about it. Everything else is just kind of like states, town, city, mumbo jumbo,
right?
Like death declaration, stuff like that. But
right.
anything else, name, identification, everything is gone except for the cause of death.
All right, I'm gonna set it gingerly back into the cabinet and slide it closed quietly.
Okay.
I do say, David, who does your filing, sir?
He goes, oh, I do. In fact, I do most of the work around here. I used to have an assistant, but they didn't quite have the stomach for this line of work and left a good number of years ago.
See.
Anyways, so you see here, this gentleman here is one I'm sure you're very much familiar with. You had managed to shoot him in the solar plexus, and and it caused a rupture that would that caused a.
Yep. Oh, he's like Google body parts people can get shot in.
That was just off the top of my head. I'm pretty familiar with where you need to get shot for it to fucking hurt.
Hey Google.
Hey Alexa, where should I get shot to hurt the most?
Hey Google, is the solar plexus powered by the sun?
Is the solar plexus the powerhouse of the cell?
Oh, that's the only thing I remember from biology class, and it's so messed up. I don't know why. I don't know why, but nobody in my entire generation doesn't know what a fucking mitochondria is. It's bizarre. Absolutely everyone knows.
Yep. Everyone fucking knows.
It's bizarre. Anyway, moving on.
Parasite Eve.
Ah.
That's how I know.
I played that recently too.
That's how I know. Yeah. You've got one more opportunity to search, I believe, and
I might as well. Right?
Technically,
you might roll even better this time, so go for it.
Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna roll an 85 tip over the file can.
Oh!
That was almost a 92. All right, fantastic.
Well, you need like a 96 to 100, I believe, to get a fumble. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So 96 to 100 is a fumble, but wow, a 12.
That one's good.
Yeah, that's even better. You might see something you didn't see before.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna check that box.
So
good job.
I was gonna say, well, it wasn't fifth value. What is your spot hidden at?
Your spot hidden is 35, so fifth value would be 7 or lower. So
7,
he got half though.
Yeah. Half? Okay,
yeah.
half is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
All right. So
the HH Empire said, "It's a solar plexus from the top rope."
So, so at half, you kind of are glancing around and see what else you can find. Any other like evidence of, any sort of evidence of anything really, and you glance over towards where the lockers are, and unlike the lockers here, those little those air divot kind of things that are top are more centralized.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So kind of like how school lockers kind of work.
Yeah, I gotcha.
but they're more open too. And for the briefest of moments, in that second to left locker, you thought you saw movement.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Are there locks on these lockers?
No.
Like,
No,
could I accidentally brush up against the handle and open it slightly?
You could.
I would definitely like to do that.
Okay.
Ah.
So you go ahead and pop open the locker.
Okay.
And inside,
I don't like that the music's changing. I'm a little nervous now.
That's not good.
almost immediately, you are immediately attacked.
Of course.
By where's the? Is that it? That's not it.
Make space for the thing I'm getting attacked by. Did you lose your thing? Can it be a midget cultist? That would be interesting.
It is a midget cultist. But it is in fact a cultist. I wish I could find the right one. It was a pretty good. Oh, maybe that's it. There it is. There it is.
Da-da-da.
And you are immediately.
I step on him immediately.
It's a cockroach. Step. You are immediately jumped out of and attacked by a cultist.
How can you jump out of one of those lockers? Come on now.
He squeezed it. He squeezed it. It's big enough in there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's so little room. Like, the idea of someone leaping out of it seems absurd.
Well, I suppose once I unlatched it, he probably shoved the door out of my hand and startled me back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I was hoping there wasn't really something in there, but I probably wasn't very well prepared for that.
You immediately attacked.
I'm assuming the coroner and I heard this.
Yeah. In fact, the coroner immediately dives to the floor, and
without even any sort of like amazement that one of his.
Oh no, he like there was a physical gasp of air, and he immediately dives to the floor, and popping out of two of these lockers over here towards the bottom, pops crawling out of them or two more cultists in either locker.
Mm-hmm. Well,
sun's out, guns out.
Sun's out, guns out. All right. So, Dex is typically the initiative order here. You got a 50, you got a 60. You two technically go first.
I'm a fan of that. I mean, all I have is my cane, which I should exchange for a cane sword at some point. You should make that a purchase. But I mean, I'm just gonna fisticuff the heck out of this guy, I guess. I mean, he's been hiding in a locker.
Right.
These guys got to be kind of stiff and cold. Those things are refrigerated.
You might be able to ask them if it's cold or find out if it's cold or not when you.
Right.
Blood Wolf says, haven't you ever played Metal Gear? Boxes, lockers, same difference.
That's
yeah,
right.
Except the lockers you hide in Metal Gear are ones you can stand up in. These are ones you have to lie down in. It's pretty hard to jump out of one of those.
You just kick the back of it and do the rolly thing out and then roll off the gurney.
Well, I mean, if you're extraordinarily fit, you could probably put your hands around the lip of the and just pull yourself out and roll out as you come out.
Just imagine the two guys are inside there and they're just like, is it time for us to jump out yet? Not yet, just be quiet. I hope it's time soon. I'm getting really cold.
It's fucking freezing in here, man.
All right, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna lunge at this dude and throw him up against the locker he just came out of.
Okay.
I'm a legit bully. Stuff him back in that thing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll, I guess. That'll remove.
Oh, I apologize. I'm an idiot.
I still love you.
I was looking at these lockers.
Oh
I'm like, how the hell do you jump? I didn't even see these lockers.
no! Oh my god! This whole fucking time.
I'm sitting here thinking they're coming out of the morgue lockers. They're just super.
Just because
how do you jump out of that?
Just because you fail the spot hidden roll doesn't mean you have to.
You don't have to be completely oblivious.
All right.
That's funny. All right, Augie, I'm gonna roll to pummel this
Yeah.
dude.
Do it.
I mean,
Oh my god.
10.
Oh
That dude's. I put that dude in feet first.
That's fighting brawl.
Yeah.
That's 10. You yeah, there I mean I could try to contest it, but that is just oh my god.
Obadiah smash.
Let me see if I
Blood
can.
Wolf says I failed my IRL perception check. I totally did.
You totally
yes, you
did.
did. We love your oblivious ass.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, he like goes to grab your hand to try to like yank it off there, kind of in a kind of riposte kind of move.
Right.
You just push him right back into those lockers.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind he still has a blade in his hand.
Yeah, but he's inside the locker now. He ain't stabbing nobody.
Yeah, in fact, they all do. They don't seem to be armed with more than bladed weapons.
Dude, these guys gotta get with the modern times. They kind of suck.
Maybe that's all they can afford, or maybe that's all they're given.
I guess.
My turn.
It's a good thing they don't know that Tommy guns are getting sold at the local hardware store.
All right, I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I'm gonna shoot the cultist closest to me. This guy here.
Okay, so the guy on the right.
But I have half a mind to keep half an eye on Mr. Coroner and make sure he doesn't try and escape.
He had dropped to the floor and rolled underneath the table.
His instantaneous reaction makes me think he knew they were in there.
He knew they were there. The question is, did they tell him to act natural or they were going to kill him? I mean, we'll find that out later, but we need to keep him alive so we can interrogate him.
Well, I'm going to shoot the cultist with no necessary reason to keep him alive.
Good news. You're already in a morgue.
Oh, excellent.
Oh my
freaking
Lord.
Yeah, I got half value
Nice.
on the shot. Yeah, not quite fifth. Close, but...
What's the damage on the pistol?
The damage is 1d10 plus 2.
Go ahead and roll that. I'm gonna see if he tries to dodge out of the way. Nope, he eats that shit.
He can take 7 points of damage.
He swallows the bullet and dies.
He attempted to bite the bullet to intimidate you. It didn't work.
Kind of backfired.
I didn't actually roll damage. Did you want me to roll damage on this poor bastard?
Yeah, if you wanted to roll damage. If your intention was to kill.
Well, I don't think my melee is gonna really kill him. It's 1d4 plus 1, so.
I mean, go for it. It'll hurt him.
Yeah, as long as you don't put a major wound on him, you can actually knock him unconscious. As long as he reaches 0 hit points without you inflicting a major wound, which is half of his max hit points in a single hit.
Right. So I got 3. I had 3 damage.
Okay. Yeah. So you hurt him.
Yeah,
but
he's probably still standing.
Yeah, he's still standing, but he's in the fucking lot.
He's squeezed back in like.
Yeah, I figure his arms are folded forward. He's not hurting anyone. He's.
There you go.
Oh, he looks like fucking Han Solo.
He's back in there. He's in there now.
Oh,
somebody clip that too. I'm not gonna do that one.
All right. So this guy, he's basically encapped in there until he can squeeze out. So he's gonna take him around to get back out if you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
this
sure
one. But this one is going to charge at you with a blade and swing. He's going for that desperate. I'm trying to cut you to get you not looking right at me. Swing.
Bad news, friend. This gun has more than 1 bullet.
To no success. You managed to definitely duck out of the way.
Okay.
All right.
So you may choose. So you can choose at this point to, You're good.
Well, I mean,
you can counter.
I can counter.
Well, it's technically both your turns anyways now, so you could counter with this.
I was gonna say, doesn't this guy have a turn to try and get out of the locker?
Yeah. Well, that's his whole turn. He'll be out of it when next he goes. But
Yeah.
I have a sneaking suspicion he's going to get his skull cracked in before that happens. So.
Yeah, I promise he's gonna still be in that locker at the end of this round.
Nice, Blood Wolf clipped it for us. Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take another shot. Point blank range.
Go for it.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yowzers!
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's
dead.
dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
You put the gun to the underside of his chin, shot him. It ricocheted off the ceiling, and then hit him a second time.
Yeah, I hit him for 12 damage. He's very, very dead. Very, very dead.
God.
In one eye socket, off the cabinet, and back out the other eye socket.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
I just look at the dude in the locker like, this is your one and only chance to surrender. You can drop the knife, or we can continue.
He
has more than 2 bullets.
He looking at his face, he looks very placid, but he seems to still be trying to get out of the locker to get back to you.
He's been blissed.
Yeah. I guess
he's gonna keep going until we knock him out or kill him.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything to really knock him out per se. Actually, just cave in his skull with my cane. Maybe.
Like I said, all you have to do is bring him to 0 HP without doing more than half of his max in a single attack.
Well, there's one.
Oh Lord!
There's one.
That's a critical.
God damn.
That's a critical.
You can kill this man or do whatever the hell you want to him in any way you like. You can go on full on Mortal Kombat execution if you wanted to.
You can put your thumb in his eye socket and your fingers in his teeth, rip his head off, and roll it down and knock the other 2 cultist bodies around like a bowling ball.
You can do some crazy Fist of the North Star shit.
Noni?
Oh.
Omaira Shinru.
I just take the knife and just grab him right by the wrist and just drive the knife right into his chest.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I got
self-execution
cold-blooded.
Yeah, I got all the momentum. I got all the size, the weight. I mean, he's crammed into a locker. He can't stop me. He's just gonna, and you're dead.
Yeah. Extreme level of success. Impale equals max damage plus max whatever the hell that is, and then roll weapon damage on top of that. But you basically killed him.
Yeah. You pushed the knife right through his heart.
The HH Empire says open door, punch face, close door, repeat.
Exactly.
God damn.
Oh, mercy. All right.
I will walk over here and drag this fellow out from underneath this bench.
I've had my gun trained on him since both cultists were put down.
No, mercy. Oh, I can't get him out.
Did you lock him? Did you lock him down there?
No, it's the his hitbox is clipping with the
oh yeah, he's underneath.
I gotta
there we go.
Fuck.
Something's got me.
Something grabbed me.
Why is this episode so absurd?
I love this. What is going on with this guy's hitbox? What the hell?
I'm sorry, what's that, Jess?
Oh. Excuse me, sir, I need you, sir.
Excuse me.
Sir? Okay, there you go. His hitbox is in like his right leg and nowhere else.
Interesting.
What the hell? That's interesting. Okay. Anyway, so you drag him out, but he's like in the fetal position. He's like, no, they they said they'd kill me if I told them you were there.
Ark, how many bullets do you have left in your gun?
The clip is 10, so I got 8 left.
That's very good.
Would you like them all?
I'm.
You're just gonna feed them to him.
Yeah, one at a time.
David, as you can imagine, the position you're in, we have some questions, and you are going to answer them very clearly and concisely.
I'll answer whatever you want. Like I said, they threatened me. They're the ones that grabbed the bodies. They're the one that grabbed the original body that came in here.
So you were forcibly coerced, is what you're saying?
Yes, threatened at knife point.
You know, these guys. I'm glad that they don't know Tommy guns are sold at Sears, because that's these guys could actually be dangerous if they knew.
Well, these guys weren't the ones that originally came in here.
Okay.
So tell us about the ones who did.
Yeah.
The one that came in before, when the night that the creature thing came in, they came in shortly afterwards, and they grabbed the body. They told me that I won't speak of anything. They replaced it with that ape.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said if I said anything or told the truth or called the cops or anything like that, that they would kill me.
Mm-hmm. And when did these guys show up? Like, were they planning this ambush for hours, days?
They showed up earlier today. They saw you heading towards the NYPD, and then when they showed up here. That's what they said.
Okay, so someone at the NYPD told them that we were coming here, because we were in a meeting with the chief, talking to the chief. So either the chief's room is bugged, or the chief made mention of where we were going, and that's a problem, Ark. That's a big problem.
Or they could have reasoned out that we were headed this way.
I suppose.
They would know that we would have found that note. I don't know that they would have known that we would have figured out what it said, but they would have known that we would have had that note.
Yeah, that does imply that they know we have the cipher, or they suspect we have the cipher, and we confirm that for them. I feel like we're the investigators investigating the investigatees here, and that makes me really nervous. Like, it's this whole circle of investigation.
They came in and they took the one body. They left the rest of them. The ones the little consequence, they say, but they took the one. The I guess it was their leader.
Mm-hmm.
And they replaced him with some random person.
All right, David, I'm gonna make an assumption here, and because of that assumption, we probably not gonna kill you. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna dig my friend out of the locker over there, and I want you to tell me what kind of drugs he's on. Okay, that's gonna be your job for the rest of the day. Is doing a toxicology report and telling me what these guys are on, because these minions.
What is the physics on this thing? Okay, yes.
He's just turn gravity on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I want a toxicology report on these minions, because idiots with knives that run at people with guns, that's not a normal human response.
I'll see what I can do. Are more gonna come?
Well, we're gonna find that out together, David. You also need to tell me exactly what files they took out of your filing system, because I get that these guys weren't here, but you could have handed me a note that said, "Hey, there's 2 cultists in these cabinets." That could have been a thing. Is all I'm saying. There was a better way to handle this, and you didn't, and it's because you were busy getting head.
God damn it.
Okay? You didn't have your post clarity.
I'm gonna search the other 2 cultist bodies to cover my laughter.
Okay. Yeah, great. He goes, well,
I like how imposing he looks. He's just like up in your face.
Yeah, he's like tilted over too, which is even better.
Son, I'm leaning at you. You're gonna give me some answers.
Oh my god.
Did you see me cram that dude in the locker and feed him his knife? I promise we are much more dangerous than these cultists.
Aaron just blindfolded himself.
What are you doing there?
Sorry, I'm trying to.
Oh, you hit the B, yeah. No, that's right. B is the hotkey for blindfold.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
But he goes, the files that took out was the ones I had on the on the body that they took out, the guy they took out. As for what these guys are on, I mean, I could attempt to figure out what they're on. I don't know, I just thought they were all just like drugged up gangsters or something.
Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of drugs in the war that were used to keep soldiers on their feet and whatnot, and but these people didn't have that flurry of fury in their eyes. They were just kind of docile while still being aggressive, and that's what's got me wondering what's going on. So you're gonna get those answers for me, and you're gonna contact the chief and tell him to make sure that he keeps an officer on guard here because there's evidence being tampered with.
Not to mention your life is in danger now. Because you actually told us what you weren't supposed to tell us.
Yeah. I mean, they don't know that because, they did. They did.
But there are more of them where these came from.
Yeah. You know what, that is a damn good point. I'm going to check all of these lockers just in case they had guys hidden that the other guys didn't know were hidden. Like, there's one guy frozen in here that
they put him 2 days ago and he's still there. His poor ass just fell asleep.
You guys will let me out. Yeah. It's their initiation.
It'll totally open from the inside. Go ahead. Guys.
Otherwise, you do find just empty or non-empty ones that just have dead bodies in them. And the rest of assuming you check these lockers too, the rest of them have just like effects. They might have been like clothing and stuff like that originally belonged to the bodies that are in the lockers.
Is there a secretary under this desk, or is it just a blank?
No, there's nothing underneath the desk.
Okay. I'd like to use his telephone. I'm actually gonna call the chief myself because I don't necessarily trust David. I want to trust David and I want to trust the chief, but I don't.
Gotcha. But okay, yeah, go ahead and use the phone to call the chief.
Yeah.
That phone rings and it goes straight to the chief actually because you have the number from him.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, "How may I help you?"
Chief, it's Obadiah.
Oh, Obadiah. How are things going?
Well, trouble seems to be following us at an alarming pace.
No, don't tell me.
May I ask, did you speak with anyone after we left about our plans for the day?
Nah, none at all. Why?
Well, we arrived at the coroner, and how well do you know Mr. Williamson?
Williamson? I've known him for a number of years. Pretty loyal, pretty eccentric in some cases, but otherwise harmless. Why? Has he done something he shouldn't have?
Well, his loyalty is to be further examined, I'll say. We have just been 3 cultists attempted to overrun us here at the coroner's office, beknownst to him.
Cultists?
But yes, these individuals who are not of sound mind, much like the individuals you already have locked up, had positioned themselves in the coroner's office to ambush us, which tells us that they knew we were coming. Yeah. I mean, you can't hide in a refrigeration cell for very long, so they must have arrived here fairly shortly before us, which concerns us with who told them that we were coming. So you can see my concern.
That's
They have been
interesting.
they've been likewise dealt with. It seems that these fellows don't understand the concept of gun beats knife.
Well, lucky for you, I guess.
Yeah,
But
I suppose so.
do you
I
need backup? Is there like what's going on over there now? What's the situation after
I
you dealt with
I
these guys?
I have Mr. Williamson examining the bodies, but I'm sure you would like to put a police report down here and possibly station officers around the clock because these individuals are tampering with evidence. I'll let Mr. Williamson give you a full report of what's going on, and then you and I can follow up later and discuss any discrepancies in his story.
Yeah, I'll do exactly that. I'll send some of my best boys over there right now to go in, assess, and guard the place until we can figure out what the hell
Yeah,
this attack was about.
they are quite brazen and bold, aren't they?
Quite so. This is worrisome. They weren't
Hmm.
this. We never had an issue outside of a few, you know, gang members and mafia members, stuff like that. But never anything this bold before. Like,
Yeah, these goons seem to be of a fanatical nature. That's why I refer to him as a cultist.
I see, I see. Hmm. Well, I will definitely get some boys over there now. If you find anything else, or if you have any more issues, please contact me as soon as possible.
Excellent. Thank you, Chief.
You got it.
All right. Well, there we have it.
Yeah.
Ark.
Yeah. I've been searching these bodies. I don't know if I found anything or not because the DM has not told me. I guess no, nothing.
You're like
Oh no!
you're
Yeah.
like elbow deep in a dude, and he's like, "Dude, there's nothing there. Stop."
Stop! God damn it! Stop! No, if anything, these guys are very reminiscent to the dudes that you dispatched in that
Right.
apartment building. Basically, they look like just normal goon guys
Yeah.
that are just there.
Yeah. In that
but
regard, number 525.
but the only difference between them and the apartment guys is that apartment guys seemed a bit more lucid, a bit more aware of what they're doing.
They were like low level street hoodlums, really.
Yeah, these guys were juiced up.
Yeah,
with
these
something.
guys were on something or possessed by something.
These guys seemed a little bit more prepped in what they're doing. It was a failed ambush to say the least, but
yeah.
Obi, I think it might be a good idea to search that there corner fella.
Yeah. I mean, we can pat him
just
down.
check his pockets, see if there's any sort of indication that he might be lying to us.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm definitely. I mean, he does genuinely seem to be distressed. So, you know, perhaps watching you expertly blow those two people away.
I would do it.
David, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to make sure that I'm not going to get shot in the back.
Sure.
Sir, would you please mind if my gentleman friend here explores your person?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe I shouldn't put it that way while you're carrying an extra head, but
I'll search both of them. Don't worry about it. No, think about it. What if he had like a little pistolier right inside the mouth? He just like opens the jaw and bang.
Just a grenade.
That would be one of the best surprise attacks ever.
No one suspects the skull. Oh my God! Yeah,
all right, Obi. Enough jokes. Will you just check the gentleman out, please?
I just check his pockets for notes too, not just weapons.
Okay, no, you'll find like a handkerchief. You find his wallet with some money in it and whatnot, and his like license. But other than that, that's about it.
All right. Give it all back to him. Pardon the intrusion, sir, but we just needed to make sure.
Long as I have his license in my hand, I'd like to take note of the address.
Okay. It is just an apartment, a little ways down this road.
That's fine. I just in case I need to find David at some point. You know.
Okay. Yeah. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a one of the many apartments that are on this road.
Right. Okay. So it does live really close.
Yeah,
So
yeah. He is within walking distance, so he doesn't have to, commute
Yeah.
to his job essentially.
yeah. So, all right, that sounds good. I mean, yeah, I'm wondering what these fellows are on. So, because like PCP isn't invented yet, so it's got to be. I don't know. Well, when was LSD made?
When was that
Uh,
I
cocaine?
should.
LSD was closer to the 60s, sir.
The 60s, yeah, and well, so was PCP was the 50s. So,
Yeah.
um,
But it could
yeah,
be something to do with that flour. Maybe they distill it down
yeah,
to an essence or something.
that's kind of what I'm thinking because I mean
Because
that's where
it
yeah,
says bliss. Now that
right,
flour doesn't necessarily give you bliss, but it's like the beginnings of it. So if they
yeah,
manage to distill that into a more powerful form, like a drink or a
yeah,
pill,
yeah,
then I
yeah.
could
I
easily
mean,
see myself
yeah,
being blissed out like these
yeah,
gentlemen were before
yeah.
I put holes in their eyeballs.
So do you want to go grab some of those flowers and get blissed?
That's
Just
not what I'm
bliss.
suggesting, but
Okay.
we might want to find out if that's possible.
Yeah, yeah, no, I agree because that does make sense. I mean, things like ketamine and stuff all come from. I mean, there's mushrooms and cactuses and all stuff all over the world that have existed forever that give you these effects. So maybe these guys just stumbled upon that sort of stuff.
Plus, these guys took everything, but we have no leads as to where they went.
Yeah, yeah. We should have let Locker Dude live so we could just chase him down, but he was just too intent on. Hmm. All right, so we're gonna leave here so that we can talk, not within earshot of David, because I
Okay,
don't fucking trust him.
gotcha. Then he will just continue
We
on
couldn't
with
just
his...
whisper. I'm not a fan of leaving him out of my sight.
Here, okay, that's fine. Let's just go to the hallway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just lean against the wall. It's gonna be fine.
Not that relaxed.
That's because you won't get blissed with me. So you didn't find any vials or anything on their person?
Nope.
No sort of paraphernalia they could have injected with, or
Literally
or
nothing.
snorted.
It's as if they were designed to be thrown away.
That leads me to believe that a drug like that would be in some sort of edible form, like something you could lick or eat. So I guess we'll see what the contents of their stomach is when Mr. Williamson's done, if he is truthful with us.
Yeah.
It's I feel like it wouldn't be a bad idea to set a trap of some sort where we tell one person that we're going to be somewhere or go somewhere and then see if someone comes after us. Like test the loyalties of some individuals would be a good idea, because either someone is omnisciently following us, they probably rolled like a 2 or something when they're doing a spot check for us, or someone's ratting us out, and we need to know. We need a short list of people we can trust, and so far there's just 2 on the list, and I'm concerned. Like Eugene seems more than likely to not be involved in a negative way in this, but at the same time they didn't go out of their way to beat him that bad, so that kind of,
We also discussed right in front of him that we were planning on going to the morgue.
that's kind of what I'm getting at, is what if those were superficial cuts, like, hey guys, make it look like you beat the crap out of me, kind of thing.
All right.
Like that's
Listen,
that's
next time we get 2 leads, we'll tell the policeman we're checking out one, we'll tell Eugene
Right.
we're checking out the other, and we'll see where we get jumped.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly
I mean,
what
that's
I'm
kind of an insane plan, all things being equal, but
yeah.
I would much rather have eyes on the place before,
Yeah.
So maybe we could do something like that and see if we can catch these guys in the act of setting up an ambush.
Setting up. Yes, exactly. Like we could make mention, and I could go ahead and position myself, across the street on top of a building.
Especially with that handy dandy rifle you got now.
That's precisely what I'm thinking. So hey, I'm quite surgical with this particular gun. So yeah, I think that's the best course of action, because we need to know who we can trust, because there's a snake in the grass.
Yep.
All right.
There is.
All right.
Sounds like a plan. All right, let's wait for the gentleman's report then.
Yeah, you wanna stand here and watch intently. I don't want to like touch this dude up.
I'm just gonna quietly clean my gun.
Oh, okay.
So he has been going through this for some time. It takes another like hour or so because he's meticulously looking through each contents, through everything, just to make sure. And the most
Bloodwolf 58 says PCP was around in the 20s and 30s. Don't ask how I know that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I appreciate the information.
I'm just glad you do.
That's right.
But he after doing he kind of starts compiling a toxicology report, and he basically says he doesn't. I don't know what could possibly have done this to this man. He doesn't appear to have ingested anything. There's no contents in his stomach. His lungs, other than maybe some tobacco smoke, doesn't appear to have inhaled anything as well. And his blood doesn't seem to come up with any of the normal pharmaceutical or even under the table or some of the more shadier drugs that typically appear in a lot of deceased.
Gotta love how 1920s forensics are much faster than modern ones.
That's right.
I mean, we could sit here for like 3 weeks.
Well, let's just assume like he swabbed his nose and mouth and didn't see anything.
Yeah,
when
that's
putting
basically
the swabs under a microscope.
Right.
Can't really have a full blood work done.
No.
Loveless said time for a 3-week break.
Basically, yeah. I mean, what he basically did was like he would prick the skin, take a thing of blood, and then like put it in one of those. You know, if you can.
Yeah.
There's certain like I can't remember what mineral it is, but like if you put it in there, like might have like a color react or something like that, and you can kind of tell. He kind of did that with the few things that he had.
Yeah.
So that way you would see like an immediate reaction. You can kind of eyeball it. It's not like accurate, but it's accurate enough for the time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's gonna have to send out samples, liver bile and all that stuff for them to check for, ketamine and stuff like that.
But checking like opening up the lungs to see if there's like black tar in it from smoking, or opening up the stomach to see if there's like anything recently ingested. Like he could do that, and he found nothing out of the ordinary.
This guy had a ham sandwich. He didn't chew it all the way. You guys hungry?
It's a whole ass ham sandwich.
It's a whole ass ham sandwich in here. It's the ham, damn it. They're eating ham.
Curse you!
That's a way better story than I came up with. It just ends up being like the livestock that's the problem.
I mean, you can make arsenic with big stomachs. I mean,
True.
Why do we know all these horrible things?
I don't know, man. We're messed up. Anyways, he doesn't find anything.
All right. Well, he's gonna have to send the blood off for toxicology, because I want to know what kind of drugs these people are on.
All right.
But we can already assume that the loose assumption is that the plants have something to do with it, because we know they have a calming effect. So maybe we should make some tea out of them or something and see what it does. I'm all about. Listen, I'm a self explorer here. Okay, I'm ready to go on a trip. You know what I'm saying? You guys, you kids want to get high? Look at me getting higher.
Loveless says, can we get ice cream on our 3-week break? Absolutely, we can.
Yes, 100%.
We're apparently gonna get high on flowers and we can hit up every ice cream place after you finish dinner. That's not fair. That's not fair.
I'm floating, Ark. I'm floating.
All right, enough of the flowers with you.
All right,
get down.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh my gosh. All right.
It's more bullying for Lovelust. Aw. Don't be mean. Tell you what, just for you, you can have ice cream without dinner. But just this once, okay?
You're an adult. You make the decisions.
Yeah, that's right.
Dairy's in the food group.
That's right. That's right. Go nuts. Get some Rocky Road, some cookies and cream, some peanut butter cup.
Oh, some peanut butter cup.
Some Panda Paws.
Yeah. Dude, I'm going to the store after.
Yeah, I know, me too. I'm like, is the convenience store still open? Can I still get to the gas station?
Pick me up some, would you?
I know. I'm like, oh, now I want some.
Oh yeah, Augie, you're like forever away from a store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the middle of cow country.
All right. You could make your own ice cream. You just go.
Yeah, that works. All right, that's how it works. Anyways. All right. So it is getting a little late here.
Yeah.
So we should probably start wrapping this up.
Yeah.
Yep. This would be a good stopping point.
This would be a good stopping point as you were leaving the morgue with more questions than answers.
I'm more suspicious than ever.
And more suspicious of everyone around you than ever.
Tops is open till midnight still.
Yeah. They have a decent ice cream session.
Yeah. Excuse me.
You live a minute
you know,
away
I might hit it up. It's pretty close, but it's 10:30. I'm like, I'll just go without. But I'll get it tomorrow.
That's the spirit.
For ice cream. It's gonna be Friday night anyway. I might as well enjoy myself.
Yeah, a little cyberpunk and some ice cream.
Oh yeah, now you're talking.
That sounds. God damn it, that sounds awesome. I'll see if I can hitch a ride to Tom's in a couple of minutes.
Augie, what kind of ice cream you like, man?
It's
I'll
almost
hook you
like it's almost
it's
almost
like
you don't have friends
like
that
mint.
couldn't just bring you some.
I know. I don't have any
Almost
money
like, I might have something I might need to deliver to the house anyway, and might as well kill two birds with one stone, and
Well,
just,
shit.
Yeah, right.
So that's our Call of Cthulhu for right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that sometimes it's a little slow in some parts, but Call of Cthulhu is all about taking your time, setting up that creepiness and scare. We got a little bit of combat today. I know that my boys here really love the combat, so
I do.
Well, especially when it goes that well.
Yeah, I've been throwing some hamsters at them and punching bags full of glass, but eventually
it's not gonna go quite that well, and that's when the rolls will go south on us.
Yeah,
that's
Call of Cthulhu is extremely unforgiving when it comes to combat because there are certain creatures that you face that just the concept of death does not exist for them.
Right. Yeah.
So dying doesn't work.
I'm not looking forward to that.
So eventually it'll come to that, but they're a little early on yet. They're still, treading water a bit.
Yeah.
But once they're more comfortable and once they're more into what I have set up for them, they will be getting into the shit soon. So.
Oh boy.
That's all I got for today. I hope you guys enjoy.
That was awesome. I had a blast. That was
Good.
fun.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy these little puzzle things I give you.
Oh yeah, that
keep in mind I handwrite
immediately.
These out.
Yes. Yeah. No. This is fantastic.
I handwrite them out and then I input them into the game. So
yeah, I wish there was a way you could just get a decoder ring. It's like getting the decoder ring in the cereal box, and you're like, what does the message say? Eat more Fruit Loops, okay.
But like Aaron said, the more he seems to be doing them, the easier it is for him to recognize certain letters.
Yeah,
so eventually, it might come to the point where we learn how to write in Aklo.
I don't know that I'll ever learn to write in this language, but I've gotten very good at recognizing some of the letters, and I go, okay, I know what that is, without having to look it up anymore.
Right. No, this is very cool. It is very cool.
Eventually, you'll have to start introducing substitution ciphers and all sorts of other stuff to make it more complicated.
Yeah, but I think writing it in kind of strange, straightforward riddle such because I wrote it just read it. I'm like, how am I gonna do this? I'm like, okay, there's an introduction.
I didn't realize what that meant. I was just staring at the chat like he just said 100. Okay, yay. But it turns out Blood Wolf just cheered 100 bits at us.
Oh, yay!
Yay!
Blood Wolf made it rain.
Hell yeah.
100 bits. Is that enough for ice cream? I don't know. Maybe.
You know what? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, I'm going to say he bought us ice cream, and that's awesome. That's very kind
Your
of
generous ice cream donations are much appreciated.
Much appreciated. I want to thank everybody else who came out as well. Silent One, of course, for gifting a sub to the HH Empire. Always appreciated,
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yes.
I want to thank Lovelust. I want to thank Blood Wolf. I want to thank Scorch. Everybody else who came out and hung out in the chat. I hope you guys had a good time. We certainly did.
I had a blast.
I can't wait to put some of those clips on Twitter and share them with the people who sadly missed out on all this fun. But
that is too much fun. And
that
eventually
was-
this will make it to YouTube too. So.
yeah, and looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too.
In
this
the
has been
meanwhile, we're gonna call it a night. We'll be back on Sunday for Board Games and Chill.
Yes.
And then we'll be back again next Thursday for the return of Shadowrun.
Yeah. Are you guys free Christmas Eve? Because Thursday night's Christmas
Oh
Eve.
yeah, it's Christmas Eve. I will be free, but I don't know how you guys are. If you guys are gonna be busy, then we don't have to do it then.
We should be.
I'm
be free.
good. I'm
Yeah.
good. If you need me here, I can be here.
I'm not. I don't think I have anything going on. I will double check that. If not, we can stream on Wednesday.
Yeah, absolutely happy to keep you company at work, Lovelust. 100%, whenever you need.
Yes, quite
Yes.
well.
Yeah. So I guess we'll tentatively say we'll be back for Thursday.
We should be good for Thursday.
Yeah, Shadowrun. I
For
know
some
I'll be free. And as long as the other two are, then we might
Yeah, I
as
should
well.
be free.
There might be, I'm sure there's going to be people out there, and who knows? Maybe we can have a Christmas themed episode. I have no idea what the next thing we're going to do is. That
Maybe.
also.
Consider it done.
Well, we got Sunday. We got this Sunday coming up. This Sunday we were planning on what doing? We're planning on trying to Voltron that game.
Yes, we're
Century
gonna.
Spice Road.
This Sunday we're gonna play Century Spice Road and Eastern Wonders Voltron together as both games merge to form a coherent whole.
Yes.
And we'll see how that plays out. It should be really interesting, especially considering our last game of Eastern Wonders had a 5-point difference between first and last place.
Yes.
It was that
Yes.
close.
Yeah, it was a little smoother than the actual game that we played.
Yeah, that was
So
something.
yeah,
So
that was a lot of fun. I really liked that concept. It was very interesting.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see how they mesh.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
100%.
So yeah, we're gonna give that a shot. We'll see us again on Sunday for that, and then Thursday plan is for Shadowrun. But given that it's Christmas Eve, we might change our minds. We'll see
Yeah.
going forward. And as always, we post it to Twitter and on my Facebook. I post it as well. So keep an eye on that. And that's about it. Thanks for coming. I hope you guys enjoy and go get some ice cream.
Yes,
We'll
go
catch
get
you
some ice
guys.
cream.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat
That's
yourself.
right. That's right. Thanks for coming. Have a great night and take it easy. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Night, Gracie.